Hello, good morning. What are you doing, weirdo? What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the Boston Red Sox. Have you guys seen that? Just wondering. From Boston.
We love the Red Sox and we love Sam Adams.
That is true. We do. It is almost time for
Oktoberfest. Anyway, welcome to Two Old Ladies That Bet and Stuff, where we make sports betting fun and easy.
Yes.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Click the bell so you can get all of the latest notifications. We like to share our sports betting strategy with you on our daily channel. You get free picks. Those are based on stats. We take our heart out of the plays. It's all based on this beautiful mind right here.
Well, I'm glad you say it's somewhat beautiful. I'll take it.
Like, I wouldn't want to spend a day in there, but
right.
If you want to know something very tedious and specific from 1982, she could probably pull that out of her.
Yeah, but not so much from 2002. It's like I have this crazy, really bizarre long-term memory, but as for short-term, who knows?
Yeah, I can't remember what I did yesterday.
But I could tell you how many assists Ozzie Smith had in 1985. Just saying. But I really don't know how many, strikeouts Mike Minor has right now. I could get close, but.
But yeah, so please.
Yeah. So I think it's better that way, right? Because if my brain is working in the 80s and 90s, then, my heart definitely is not in the plays, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
But yes, so please like us on Facebook, YouTube, social media, whatever.
Yeah.
And then
we're
also
not quite on Facebook yet.
And go to we're not even on Facebook yet.
No, because we just haven't had time to do it. We will have time.
Someday. And then this thing's really going to take off.
And then we'll really not have any time to do anything.
But yes, so please go to our website, which is...
Oh, yeah. www.twooldladiesthatbet.com. It's out there on the interwebs. You can find us. You can click on one of our faces, which would give you a premium package of your liking. Yep. Anywhere from
package for everybody.
A weekend to a year. Yeah. Hand itching. Money's coming. Yeah. So you could go out there, and with that premium package, you get leans on every game. If we lose, you get free plays, and you get an entry into our sweepstakes for Omaha Steaks.
We love the meat.
I know. We have a whole freezer for it. We should take a picture of the freezer and send it or show it.
That's probably oversharing.
That is true. But also, yesterday I thought something weird was going to happen, during that Orioles-Royals game. Well, it's not really what I expected. But you know what did happen?
No.
A rat. A rat was on the field, which then climbed into the stands, which was caught by a young man with his hands. There's pictures. We're going to show them. It's going to be right up in this area. I was like, you got to be kidding me. But... So I knew something weird was coming, but that was the weird. Yeah.
I haven't even turned on the TV yet today. I've been busy. So usually I watch SportsCenter and stuff. I'm sure I would have seen it.
Yeah, but, if you haven't seen it, we'll post a picture. It'll be amazing.
I don't see any way that a rat being caught by somebody's hands is going to be amazing, but we'll check it out.
Well, if you're last place in the league, it's just what happens, I guess.
Maybe that's why they're last place in the league.
It could be because they let the rats in.
The stadium's infested.
The rats are eating their brains.
They're
zombies.
Could be.
Now I sound like the kids. All right, so we're going to definitely go with the Red Sox here again today, since I think we missed them the 2 times prior.
No, today's the day. Third time's a charm, as
exactly. So we're going to take the plus 1.5 minus 170, or if the 170 is too much for you, you can go ahead and take that on the money line. Minus 106. So the predicted score on this one is 4.61 for the Red Sox to 5.07 for the Rays. So that's what I mean by it's basically a virtual tie that's occurring here. So that's why it's okay if you go ahead and take the money line, even though my personal bet, or what I would tell you to do, is to take those larger odds at the minus 170. We always feel pretty confident that we're going to win 2 out of 3 games. That's why we say don't do any unit plays or parlays, because we're not saying our games are going to go 3-0. That's not what we're saying here. So basically, if we take a $20 bet and we bet 3 teams and we have one that minus 170. That's $17 for 10. So it's $28 that we would lose, but we would win 40. So that's what we were, what we're saying here with those, larger odds. I'm sorry, it's 17 plus 17, which would be $28, right? $38.
There's a 4 if it's 7 and 7.
Oh my God.
34?
So, where is a calculator? So my brain is mumbled with numbers, and I honestly can't, if I don't have enough, fingers. Like, when I go play blackjack, people have to, put cards down and be like, okay, what's 9 plus 3? I'll be like, oh, I don't know. So I'll have to count ahead of time. All right, so what's 17 plus 17?
34.
34. So if you win 2 games at 40 minus 34.
I'd like to point out that I went to hair school, and I know that. Miss Accountant.
I know, I have an accounting degree. And during accounting work, you do literally everything on a calculator. So your brain does not get trained for numbers. But I, can do, if you're minus 170 odds and you put $10 on it, that would be a $17 bet to win 10. So I do know that much. I know to double it, but I just don't know how to double it. So what we're saying is, if you win 2 out of 3, you're still going to come out ahead, even though you're playing those higher money odds. But like yesterday, as you saw with the Mariners, so they lost, I think it was like 7-8. So with the 1.5, we win. And otherwise, if we would have just bet the money line, we don't. And so it's one of those, this is why we make these plays more times than not. It's the same thing as we go through with football. Or basketball. I always buy down the half a point. Always. Because it's $1 more basically, or $2 more if you're betting, 20. But, more times than not, I'm going to push. But if I didn't buy down that half a point, I would have lost. And so that we've kept stats throughout the years on this. So we know that those numbers make sense to do. So I'll take a minus 120 instead of a minus 110 and buy down the half a point. All right.
Yes, but again, that's
that was
why
long
we're here.
And winded.
The point is that we're sharing our strategy, which we think has been working over our lifetimes.
Like we have, like I said, we have a proven strategy. We just want to, and that's why I also like feedback. So there's a lot of people that say, I don't bet minus 175. And I'm like, that's fine. Because I'm like, well, maybe we should all back it down to minus 150. There's not anything wrong with that, right? Yeah. So we may win more money as a whole. And so we keep doing testing on that. So next year, maybe we'll say, okay, all of our picks, we're only doing it if it's minus 150. But we got to go through the year being consistent on what we've done thus far.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to that, it's Eovaldi on my fantasy team.
Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox.
From Boston.
He's 10-8 on the year, 3.73, 163 Ks. So we have that predicted score of almost a virtual tie. So it is okay if you would rather take the money line than not. Versus McClanahan, 9-5 on the year, 3.67, 125 Ks. As we discussed yesterday, Red Sox have all of the better stat line minus home runs. So Eovaldi needs to limit the home runs, which he should be able to do. He is a trained professional. And then, as you know by the score yesterday, the Red Sox scored all of their runs in those bullpen innings, in the late innings. So, the Rays do have the better bullpen, but they haven't been showing that. As I discussed yesterday, they went from first to sixth. All right, next. Taking the Marlins, plus 1.5, minus 175. Same scenario here. You can also take them at the money line, minus 105 if you prefer. On the premium side, yesterday we had the Mets, which pulled off a win.
Something's touching me. Is it a rat? Oh, I think it's your cat.
I'm not touching you.
Something's touching me under the table.
What is it? Is it the kitty
I
cat?
think it's the rat from wherever it was.
I see an extension cord, but I currently don't see a cat. I see one in the hall.
I think I scared
Oh, wait,
it.
look. But that cat is looking at something, so maybe it is a rat.
Something scratched me. Anyway, moving on.
All right. So we're taking the Marlins, the fish. They're actually been, 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. And this game is usually an over game. Which yesterday, I don't know if it hit the over. I think it might have been 1 run short. But it's Alcantara, 8-3, 3.36, 164 Ks. Versus Rich Hill, which I didn't even know was still playing. Rich Hill, 6-6, 3.92, 119 Ks. But here, the Mets have more home runs, Other than that, the Marlins have the better everything else. The batting average, slugging percentage, more runs, better bullpen. Predicted score on this one is Marlins 3.98 to Mets 4.09, which is the exact score from yesterday, basically 3-4. All right, if I remember right, because there's the Reds and Cubs was a 3-4 game too. All right, and then next we're going to do the White Sox. Lastly here, plus 1.5. This is the latest game on the schedule. Minus 135 odds, or plus 145 if you prefer to take them on the money line versus the A's. Predicted score here, White Sox 4.26 to 4.58. The virtual tie. That's why we take the plus one. But again, we are usually good enough to predict the winners as well. But for me, if I'm placing my wager, I'm doing it at the plus 1.5. It's Dallas Keuchel, 8-8 on the year, 5.22, 84 Ks, versus Frankie Montas, 11-9, 3.68, 174 Ks. You have the A's here with more home runs. Otherwise, you have the White Sox with the 5th best batting average and the better bullpen.
All right, so it's
any questions?
Socks and fish day.
It kind of is, yes.
Hopefully your socks don't smell like fish.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it time to go? I think I think you guys have had enough of us today.
Yeah, that was too much for
Get your
most
bets
folks to
in.
handle.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.